advisory and financial planning services are offered through Simplicity Wealth, LLC, and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. SEC registration does not constitute nor endorse of the firm, nor does it indicate that the advisor has attained a particular level of skill nor ability. Investing involves risk of loss. Insurance, consulting, and education services offered through Diamond Life Planning is a separate and unaffiliated entity from Simplicity Wealth. This information is provided as a general information and is not intended to be specific financial guidance. Before you make any decisions regarding your personal financial situation, you should consult a financial or tax professional to discuss your individual circumstances and objectives.
Welcome to the Rock My Finances show on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV, where we put the fun in finance. Join Powerhouse Jennifer Joseph, CDFA, CMC, and Private Wealth Advisor, as she collaborates with you to create clarity, control, and confidence with your money, your way. It's not about the zeros, so what is it all about? Let's find out. Now here's your host and weekly friend, Jennifer Joseph.
Hey there, welcome back. This one's a good one. Rock My Finances episode about the hidden cost of people pleasing. Yes, codependent, beautiful ladies, I'm talking to you just like I'm talking to me. We've heard this term people pleasing. And what does it actually mean? Now, at first glance, it doesn't sound like a problem, right? We're nice. We want to help people. It sounds kind, helpful, generous, loving. But underneath people pleasing is often something much deeper, a fear of disappointing people, a fear of rejection, a fear of conflict, a fear of not being liked. Now, even deeper than that, these fears create a low self-esteem. They create depression, anxiety. So this is a really big topic today. Well, some people please to avoid discomfort, maybe even short-term discomfort. It often creates exhaustion and resentment and financial stress and actually unhealthy relationships over time. I just did an episode on decision fatigue. So check that one out too, because this goes with that. When we are taking care of other people, we don't need to be, we get into that decision fatigue and just get exhausted. So today we're going to uncover the hidden cost. Part one, what is people pleasing? Really, like what is it? Many people think it is kindness, but kindness comes from choice. People pleasing often comes from fear. So I want you to all be at choice because it makes you feel good, not because you're afraid. Healthy feels good. People pleasing often feels very heavy and guilty if I don't do it, right? You're trying to get out of pain instead of moving towards pleasure. You know the feeling. You say yes and you immediately regret it. You've said yes to something that you feel responsible for. You say yes because you don't want to upset someone. Come on, raise your hand. I know that you sitting there. We said yes because we're afraid of judgment or what other people are, how they're going to react. We say yes because we don't want to appear selfish or appear self-centered even. And we want to think it's not generous, but it's more of an obligation. And we think it's okay to take that on. So homework number one, the last 3 yeses, write down something about the last 3 times you said yes. And then we're going to ask ourselves these questions. Number one, did I really want to do that? Did I generally really want to do that? Number 2, did I feel any pressure to say yes? Number 3, was I afraid of disappointing someone else? And number 4, did I ignore my own needs? Notice these patterns because I promise you there's a pattern there. And this is what's the most important thing about our self-growth. Part number 2. Where does people-pleasing come from? Many of us learned people-pleasing early in life. Maybe keeping the peace felt safer at home. I mean, I grew up in an alcoholic home, so I just never wanted to cause trouble until I, got my hormones and then I didn't give a crap. Maybe approval felt necessary. Maybe you needed just to get approval for your self-esteem. Maybe you learned that being helpful, someone's going to love you or give you a positive affirmation if you did something nice. So if you got up and cleaned the house all the time and made sure your room was spotless and helped with the chores, and then people reacted nicely to you, well, then that taught you to always do things for others, right? And maybe there was just conflict was not allowed, like negative feelings were just not allowed in your home growing up. As children, we develop strategies to survive the difficult situations, maybe at home, maybe at school, maybe with a bully, maybe with a friend. The problem is that survival strategies often follow us to adulthood. And I want to say pretty much always follow us to adulthood. So what protected us then may not serve us now. And this is where our growth comes in. We get to choose what serves us now. So homework number 2, childhood reflection. Complete these sentences. Here's number 1. Growing up, I learned that love meant blank. What did love mean? So I'm going to answer that for myself. Love meant when they felt guilty, they loved me more because they spent time with me. They were happy with me. So I got time spent after they screwed up. I don't know, that's just the first thing that came to my head. Question number 2, growing up, I learned that conflict meant, like, what did conflict mean to you? Did it mean rage? Did it mean a fight? Did it mean silence? My mom got silent. I remember one time she was silent for like 3 days. She was so mad. So that's something that you can answer for yourself. Question number 3, growing up, I learned to say no really meant, right? So when I said no to something, I mean, even as little kids, when, they say, no, I don't want to eat that, or I don't want to do that. And we super suppress or whatever, we crush that and we say, yes, you have to. Yes, you're doing this. So we're taking away their autonomy from day one. Like immediately we want them to do what we want them to do instead of what they came on this planet as little people to do, right? So we learned saying no from the get-go is not always great. So many people discover the current pattern started long before that they entered adulthood, right? So part number 3, the financial cost of people pleasing. This is where people pleasing become very expensive. How many times have people loaned money that they couldn't afford to lose? They thought they'd get it paid back and it didn't get paid back. Maybe paid for adult children repeatedly. I can tell you that 80% of the financial planning family households that I go into, the parents are definitely paying more for the children than they need to be, or they really should be for their own retirement planning. So this happens a lot. I'm doing it right now. I know it. But we have to at least know what we're doing, right? Paying for children that can actually tell them that I know you're capable of doing it yourself. It's very different. Covered someone else's responsibilities. Did you pay for somebody else's responsibilities? Or do you have a partner that you're supposed to be sharing the money dates with and they don't do it, so you do it all, right? If they don't step up and do the monthly bills, you do the bills and the investment planning and the retirement planning and the insurance lookouts and the bills and the credit cards and the banking because they won't do it. Stay financially tied to an unhealthy relationship. I know women, we do that a lot. We stay in relationships way too long because it's hard to deal with the conflict. And sometimes we can't do it alone. We need a coach, y'all. We need a coach. We need a therapist. Sometimes we need family. But we want to get out of unhealthy relationships quicker than we normally do. Have we given beyond our means? Do we take people out to dinner? Do we take people out to lunch? Do we share too much with our coworkers? Do we always buy this or buy that? Are we giving beyond our means? I've met with several people. I mean, I've met with thousands of people over the years, right? And so it always surprises me sometimes when I get the gift giving budget line or their spending plan line for gift giving. It can be $400, $500, $600 per person at Christmas, and they have a huge family. That can get thousands of dollars for Christmas presents. Why? And I asked them, why are we doing that? Because it's always been that way. Because their family does that. Because so-and-so does that. Well, that's great, but How is it for your spending plan and your retirement planning? So this happens often. People pleasing doesn't just affect emotions. People pleasing affects our bank accounts. It affects our livelihood. It affects our money for the future. Like, this is important. Every dollar should have a purpose. When money consistently leaves your life because you're afraid to say no, that's really, really worth examining. Homework number 3, the money leak exercise. Make a list of financial situations where you felt pressured or you felt like you should. Examples: lending money, paying for family members, covering group expenses, gift giving that you couldn't afford. Ask yourself, is this generosity or is this a should? Or is this just plain guilt? There's a really big difference. Part number 4, resentment is a warning light. One of the biggest clues that people pleasing is happening is resentment, especially if you're codependent like myself. We give because we think we're going to get it in return. And when we don't get it in return, we feel completely resentful, like we're mad at that person. Then we start to get angry, and they're not doing anything wrong besides taking advantage of our people pleasing, right? So if you frequently think, why am I always the one doing everything? I hear a lot of wives, I know I'm generalizing right now, but I hear a lot of wives say, I always take care of his family. I know all their birthdays. I buy all the Christmas presents. I make sure that we have all the family events. I'm hosting all of these things. And it's really because of a sense of obligation. And then it turns into something that you just always do. Do you ever say to yourself, nobody appreciates me? Do you ever say they take advantage of me, or I feel taken advantage of? You may have a boundary issue there, right? People aren't always taking advantage of us. We are giving them opportunities to do that. So we have to take responsibility for what we are allowing people and how we're allowing people to treat us. As Maya Angelou said, we teach people how to treat us, right? Sometimes we've trained them to expect unlimited access. Now, if you're a business owner like myself, I have clients. So sometimes we end up talking to our clients all the time, and then there goes our weekends, there goes our evenings, right? When we're trying to have downtime and relaxing, then we get client information. If we're looking at our emails 24/7, 7 days a week, then we think that we can answer things all the time. Now, yes, obviously there's emergencies, obviously that's okay. But if they get used to taking advantage of you, like your kids, like it's hilarious now that I have adult kids and I'm busy, I have a busy life, right? Now the fun life, it's great. And so now I hear from my daughter, you don't have time for me. You didn't answer my call, like immediately, like please. She'll go a day or two without returning any of my stuff, right? But when we don't return their calls immediately, they're like, hello, I'm important. It's hilarious. It's joking, but it is funny. It's totally funny. So we treat people how to teach us. When I say, look, I'm on the pickleball court 2 hours, I'm unavailable. My live podcast, I'm unavailable. My client appointments, I'm unavailable, right? So it's okay. When we set our boundaries and we say it's okay, it can be very empowering. Just the realization that we are giving ourselves away can be uncomfortable, but empowering, because it means now we are aware of it and we can change it. Homework number 4, the resentment inventory. We're going to write down, who am I most resentful toward right now? Then ask ourselves, what boundary needs to be created, strengthened, or communicated? So do I need to create a boundary, or do I already have one that I'm not adhering to? Or do I have a secret boundary that I'm not sharing? Like, what boundary do I need to draw the line in the sand? Resentment often points to directly just points to me not adhering to my boundary. So check out your boundary. What is the rule that you set for yourself? And are you wavering on that rule? Part number 5, healthy boundaries. Boundaries are not punishments. Boundaries are clarity. It should feel really good. Healthy boundaries are, oh, I'm sorry, I don't do that. Maybe even, sorry, that doesn't work for me. That's my favorite. That just doesn't work for me. Or, you know what? I'm going to need some time to think about that and I'll get back to you. Also, I'm not comfortable Wait, I'm not able to contribute financially. I don't really like the way that says. I'm choosing not to contribute financially to this situation. Like I had another friend, client that her family obligated her to like a whole weekend and Airbnb and dinner and everything. And before she could even say, is that in my spending plan? Is it in my calendar? Like, can I even do that? So we want to be able to say, no, I'm sorry. I'm not willing to change my spending plan for that weekend. And as Oprah has told us, no is a complete sentence. So practice saying no. It feels really, really good. Notice how none of these require long explanations or any explanations. There's another little tidbit for you. Look at how many times you try to explain something. Sentences should be short. You do not need to explain why. You don't need to explain why. You might want to have a conversation with your partner, but you do not need to tell strangers and other people why you're not doing something. We always feel like we have to give and explain so that people will like us and they won't be mad at us. Well, either way, you're not going, right? So that's not going to help. Many women believe they need a courtroom case just to justify a boundary. Like, well, this is why, and just on and on and on and on. You don't. No is just a complete sentence. Homework number 5, practice the pause. I love this. For 1 week, don't answer requests immediately. You might want to try this just for 1 day. Instead, say, let me think about that and I'll get back to you. Or let me check my schedule. I'll let you know shortly. Or just simply, I'll get back to you. Give yourself space to decide. Sit with that. Breathe into it. Do I really want to do that? How is that going to make me feel? Am I going to enjoy that? Is there a cost associated? Is that cost in my spending plan? Is it going to cost me more time than I really want to put out? Like really kind of just check out these decisions, right? And then notice why you're saying yes or why you're saying no. Okay, part number 6, why saying no feels so hard. Many women fear that saying no is going to make them selfish. They are self-respect. Boundaries are telling yourself that you respect yourself. So know that boundaries are amazing. In fact, every time you say yes to something you don't want to do, you're often saying no to something that you really do want to do. Then you're telling yourself you don't respect yourself. You're giving away your peace, your finances, your energy, your priorities. We don't want to do that. So homework number 6, reframe the no. Finish the sentence. When I say no to blank, I'm saying yes to blank. So when I'm saying no to a local event, I'm saying yes to my downtime. That would be my sentence for today. Examples. Here's more examples. When I say no to financial security, when I'm saying no to maybe a weekend away, I'm saying yes to financial security, right? We want to say yes to more peace, more health, financial security, less stress. And we all want the F word, y'all, more freedom, right? All righty, part 7, become the hero of your own life. You are the star in your life. Your life is a movie and you are the star in your life. Many women spend years rescuing everyone else, children, parents, partners, friends, co-workers. And someone along the way, they always stop taking care of themselves. So the goal isn't becoming selfish. The goal is becoming balanced. Although I do want you to be selfish. I want you to put yourself first. You deserve the same compassion that you're giving everyone else. You deserve the same support that you're giving everyone else. The more we set these boundaries, the more we do all these wonderful homeworks on our podcasts, the more we actually step into the confident, amazing, empowering woman that you want to be. And saying no is easy. So here's homework number 7, the self-worth exercise. Write a letter to yourself. Dear Jennifer, you no longer have to earn love by overgiving. Then just keep writing. Just to say some things. You may discover exactly what your heart needs to hear. You may heal some past wounds that you've had. We never know until we start jumping into these things. So just write a letter to yourself. And you're going to be different today than you will be 6 months from now, next year from now. But you know what? That's how we get to know ourselves. We have to spend alone time with ourselves. And I don't know about you, but I've just used to always keep my calendar so busy. Like I don't even know what spending time was. with myself. And then how would I expect anyone else to want to be with me if I don't even want to be with myself, right? So we need more downtime. We need some fun time as well. Whatever brings you joy. I'm an extrovert, so I like to be around people. I get energy from people. I can say the older I get, I like more downtime than I ever have before, because I do. I enjoy my own thoughts. I enjoy thinking. I crack myself up when I'm sitting here by myself with my cat, which is hilarious. That's a whole other thing. Okay. Final homework today, the 7-day boundary challenge. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, 7 days. Before you say yes, ask yourself 5 questions. So we're going to need to say, okay, I'll get back to you and let you know. Then we're going to come to our money journal and we're going to ask ourselves, before I say yes, these are my 5 questions. Number 1, do I really, really want to do this? Number 2, do I have the time to do this? Or am I taking the time away from something else? Number 3, do I have the energy to do this? Number 4, can I afford this financially? Is this in my financial spending plan? And number 5, will I resent this later? If the answer to the last question is yes, any of those questions, we want to pause before committing. We want to step back before we say yes. So the 5 questions again, before you say yes to something, do I want to do this? Do I have time, energy, money to do this? And will I resent it later? We have to be aware of our resentments. They really creep into relationships, all relationships, and then we build up resentments. It's kind of hard to get rid of past, old, deep-rooted resentments. So let's not create them anymore. If there's one thing you want to remember today, it's be kind without being exhausted. And you can be generous without being completely depleted, right? And you can be loving without sacrificing yourself and your own money, your own wealth, your own desire for being able to retire early or be able to enjoy your retirement. People pleasing may keep others comfortable in the very short term, but healthy boundaries will keep everyone healthy forever and thriving. So the more you value your own time, your own energy, your own money, your own peace, the easier it becomes to create relationships built on respect instead of obligation or shoulda, woulda, couldas, right? So I want you to remember, it's not about the zeros. It's about creating a life that honors your worth, your values, and your well-being. I want you healthy, wealthy, and wise with your own money. So let's set those boundaries. Let's not be people-pleasing, and let's just love ourselves exactly how we are right now. You are perfect as you are right now. And we're only going to get better, right? I want you all to be able to listen to all these episodes and put this into money context, right? Look at your money, where you're spending it. Look at all the money that you're spending. Is that your values? Are you spending most of your money where you value yourself? Put yourself star in your own life. You are the star. My health is really important to me. I exercise, eat healthy, take my supplements. That's really important. When something's stressing me out, I cut things off. If I'm stressed out, okay, I'm going to take a break, go take a nap, go to the pool, go relax, go for a walk. I honor my energy. Do I do it 100% of the time? Of course not. I'm not perfect. And this is something that I'm working towards being better all the time. I hope this has helped you all. So let's not get exhausted and let's not people please. Let's please ourselves first. I'm demanding you to be selfish. I want you all to be able to live your life the way you want to live it. So enjoy your money dates, enjoy these episodes, listen to more, and I want you all to be able to say, I rock my finances.
We appreciate you joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe to the Rock My Finances YouTube channel for more engagement and bonus content. Tell me, what is your money story? Let's find out with Jennifer right here on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. It's not about the zero, it's about the F word, feelings. Feelings Jennifer can't wait to explore with you next week. Until then, let's all say, I rock my finances.